I didn't hear Lucas come in. The hallway had gone quiet, but I was mid-sentence, explaining something I hadn't planned to share. Then I saw him standing near the doorway, watching us both. He didn't speak, just looked at me like he already knew. That's when I realized the moment had shifted, whether we meant to or not. Something had already begun. The couch was packed, five of us squeezed together. Snacks in laps, elbows nudging ribs, the TV filling the room with half laughs and background noise. But even in the noise, I could feel how quiet Lucas had become. His knee brushed mine again, the second time in a minute. Neither of us moved. He leaned in slightly. "This isn't where I meant to sit," he said, low and casual. "But just for me." I paused mid-sip, not because I didn't understand, but because I did. Perfectly. Someone laughed at a wrong answer. He didn't. Neither did I. "I need a refill," I said, setting my glass down without rush. He nodded, unfazed, turning back to the screen like nothing had happened. But I knew he noticed when I walked away. I could feel it. The hallway was dim. Light from the living room cast shadows across the floor. I slowed near the corner, still visible, but no longer the center of attention, and I waited. I didn't have to wait long. His steps were quiet, but the shift in air told me he was there. He didn't speak. He stopped nearby, one hand against the wall beside me, not touching, not crowding, just present. "I wasn't sure you'd follow," I said quietly. "I didn't want to lose sight of you," he replied, calm. I turned, my head slightly acknowledging him, fully, no half measures. I could have reminded him why we were here, who might notice. But instead, I exhaled, slow, certain. Someone might come looking. "Then let's not be far," he said. I moved first, brushed past his arm with a small nod. He followed without pressure. The guest room door closed behind us with a soft click. I turned. He was already watching, not surprised. Just steady. He let out a breath like he'd been holding it all night. Neither of us spoke. The room was dim, only hallway light spilling in. The silence wasn't awkward. It was full, loaded with everything we hadn't said. I stepped forward. "Not enough to touch, but close." "You sure?" I asked. He nodded. "Are you?" I didn't answer immediately, just looked at him. Then at the bed, not as a sign, just a question. His gaze followed, then returned to mine. I breathed out. He stepped to the side, not closer, just giving me space. An invitation, not a move. I crossed to the bed, sat on the edge, hands in my lap, still present. Didn't look back. I didn't have to. He stayed where he was, watching. Something between us had changed. Even if nothing had moved, I leaned forward just slightly. He didn't meet me there. He let the moment stay. The quiet around us felt deeper than before. Like the hallway sounds had slid behind glass. No teasing now. No games, just awareness. He inhaled once, slow. I did too. He raised one hand behind him, relaxed, steady. Not reaching, just showing me he wasn't going anywhere. I followed the movement with my eyes. That was enough. Just knowing, I sat back a little, hands in my lap. Breathing slow. We weren't rushing. We weren't hiding. We were here. He didn't speak. Didn't. Fill the silence, and I didn't need him to. Someone laughed again outside. A voice called a name. It barely reached us. I looked at him again. Really looked, and I smiled, not to say yes, not to ask for more, just to let the moment linger a little longer, and I stayed exactly where I was. With him, fully.